Oh, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan, Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV said that. Boom!
A big sound, a play a big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel, I boy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blow, Mr. Gargan, blow! Blow till me dance up me toe!
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
He might try to do something, we say, well, then, so I'm dig up these people, we do have in service, them retire, which is good, but how I'm do it now, because it's a part of buying vote. Them can't fool me, because I think what are the box and things like that. Deliver me from my enemy, my God. Set me an eye from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloodthirsty men. For behold, the lion wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me, not for my disobedience, not for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. You, Lord God of armor, the God of Israel, rouse yourself to punish the nation. Show no mercy to the wicked, traitor, sealer. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spot with their mouth, so they are in their lips, for they say, Who art us? But you, Lord, laugh at them, you scruff of all the nation. O my strength, I wish for you, for God is my high tower. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemy in triumph. Don't kill them, or my people may forget. Scatter them by their power, and bring them down, Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be catched in their pride. For the curses and lie which they utter, consume them in wrath, consume them, and they will be no more. Let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. At evening let them return, let them howl like a dog, and go around the city. They shall wander up and down for food, and wait all night, if they ain't satisfied. But I will sing of your strength, yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning, for you have been my high tower, a refuge in the day of my distress. To you, my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my high tower, the God of my mercy. Selah. Up, up and running, up and gunning, up, up. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV, Keith Gargan, cassava, passava, mind over matter, up and running. Yeah, man. Anyway, in this one here, we see the heroes ceremony take place, and overall, we see some good bits, but we see more bad bits than good bits. Believe you me, because over 4 hours what ceremony and thing will take place. It's long from here so till I don't know where, but it's very long. And a lot of things, different bits and pieces. But my things now, me just pick out and pick what me know. I pick out the good and I pick out the bad, Cause as I'm saying, there's good and bad, but it's more bad when me see. Me not business with nobody, Me I talk when me see. Because overall, as I'm saying, some real people, veteran from the prison service and the police force as well, and you talk about retired people will come out and them honor them and them really deserve something because some of them not getting a good pension the same way. Some of them, them not living a big life. Them retired police, I believe you me, because I'm say retired police in some condition already. Whenever even I get no pension, people have to help him out, handout and things like that. So another joke. So them call out these people, dig them up. Andrew Wallace, he might try to do something, because he's a really photo app, He might try to do something. We say, well, then, so I'm dig up these people. We do have in service, them retire, which is good, but how them do it now because it's a part of buying vote. Them can't fool me because me think out of the box and things like that. Because some people them call out and get honor, those people should get it before now. Why them I dig them out now? Because I photo up. And you always feel that, see, this is a guy who saying can turn it up and turn it down, And this is what it mean when he say them things there. When he speak those words out of his dirty mouth, these are the things we mean. He can turn it up and turn it down when I'm ready. And this is the thing I say, he might do right now because him honor the spotlight wickedly. So I'm try to do something in every form of way, That's why I'm so busy. He's so clever. Well, not so clever. He think he's so clever, but he can't so clever for the idiot them. When the common sense full of pure shitty water. That's all it is. Because I photo up this. So I'm call out these people when them shouldn't get on a long time. Him in a power so long now, And I know him I call it out. When is an election hearing now, and him see him on the cash, him on the casher, and him know him on the casher from all different angles. From sticky fingers angles, from not delivering the service when promised for over 8 years. The road, them and them things there, can't really get in that because there's so much things, people, believe you me. So him come out. Some of them people are, them all of them 80s, Some of them in a wheelchair. This guy feel like some clever, I mean, I say them people not deserve it. Of course, them deserve it, but them shouldn't get it long time if it didn't mean them any good. But you can say, when I play catch up. Yeah, I play catch up. So we can run the people and come out, have a nice day out and return and get something from the corrupted Governor General, Patrick Allen. Because he's one of them too, So yeah. So that is the part. Some people come out and them forgot all the military what you're supposed to do when them in the army and them things there. They forgot it. Them off balance and things like that. And that's why my life is show that so people can see what me I talk about. But as overall, I'm glad for those people. Because at least them not get what they want and things like that. Some of them must struggle to get even them pension. Sometimes there's no money there. A lot of shit that go on, the people not really realize, So anyway, that was that, and that's a good part. It's good and mixture. The mixture in it is, I say, well, then, him playing some politics, some politics. He doing some photo up, him doing some damage control, because I'm an man of the cash, right? Then again, a bad bit when I see what I we see Horace Strong, Edley Bartley, what we name Edley Bartley, tourist minister. Them brother there, them not clean and them not really nice. You can't see them talk in a parliament. And one thing we can say, although we not get nothing upon him yet, but if he would have any credibility and a decency of him as a big grandee, and see where Andrew Wallace are going with, and he read the report, and them go behind it, and the whole of them play a game. So them are all corrupted. Him want evil, believe you me. As a grandee, him shouldn't come out. Because he couldn't even run for fucking prime minister, But you can see the evil in him as well. So anyway, I see him come out, and I get a word, Horace Strong, that guy they were up on WikiLeaks for gun running, money trafficking, and in a gang leader thing. Him's a man where this stone crusher gang of Montego Bay. Him at the head of it. And him still the front bench, same as a minister of security. And him can't travel go nowhere. I know him travel come the only way him can't only place him travel to is from Montego Bay to the Parliament at Kingston. That's the only travel him do, in all these time. I'm a security minister. And people can look at that and say something wrong. And people like them throw a all over from the eye. And them come around now I go like my anybody and I get award. But when we say right there, so a corrupted body, award, and ex-corrupted body. So we not put it no more than that, A corrupted body, award, and ex-corrupted body. So look at that. You have Babsy Grant again. I go on like me tell you something, brother. No. But me just go talk it as it is. People know fear rascal thing already. She mix up with criminality. She should never be in the government and up front. Well, in the government and in a front bench. Front bench minister too, That could never happen in no other civilized country. The amount of out in the coal and brought them back, come back in a government. Andrew Wallace really elect these people back when him get in a power. And him know them. But you see, blind are lead blind, so you can't get it no better, So when I look at them things, those are the bad bit, Patrick Allen, the Governor General, who living at the Jamaican people house. Jamaican people support him in everywhere, mine him, pay him, right? The car him driving at taxpayers, everything. And yet somebody go upon him property. We're not feeling property, Go upon the Jamaican people property, go pick like Aki. And him end up in a rascal jail. And this guy not come out and say nothing. Him thinks it's okay. This guy there is the powerfulest man in Jamaica. 10 times powerful money prime minister. And him is there and not saying nothing. All the Zozo and the state of emergency and all these criminality where these people are dealing with. This guy who is the biggest in the country, don't say nothing. Him a poll with them. So them is a part of it. So when I see them, I just hold up my red card, I say look at that, and then people go wild and they commentate them attack. How can them get a bag of money for talk good? But deep in themselves, they know say no good. But they say them turn a blind eye same way. Because, a reporter still now come talk nothing. Because that now that I go out of it. So now I go do it. But some people will do it who really patriotic to everything, to them country. And, people will do that. But them not do it. Them talk up like so well then. These people is honorable when they are all dishonorable. How can you call people honorable? OD, doctor this, all the titles them, honorable this and a talk like that. I want to know so them dishonorable. Who have sticky finger. I'm going to tell you something, people. It's not really wicked. It's not really pretty. It's just wicked. You know what I mean? You have this one named Tavares as well. Really, 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 really corrupted guy. Him shouldn't, and him is the speaker of the house, So a peer criminal them have there, in the house, and them come out now by Heroes Day. Where them go with Heroes Day? They don't belong there, so. They don't belong there, The people who belongs there are the people who are undermine. You know what I mean? Prime Minister and his wife, I walk on red carpet. Jesus, come on now, man. Patrick Allen, the Governor General, them all have the same clique. And I this deal with Jamaica and Jamaican people, I defend them. Well, not Jamaican people in a whole, Some diet in labor right. Because you hear them over there all the while with Vegas and all of them. You alright? And you see, one thing we take from this again, One thing we take from this again. Right? When we look for one section, we see a bag of ambulance. Right? You see? Them find ambulance park up there. Now do nothing, just for emergency, if anything. But you up now. When anything happen to people, and that are going for a long time, especially from Andrew coming up power, there's no ambulance to carry nobody going nowhere. When people in an accident on the highway or anywhere, there's no ambulance, a police, dirty vehicle if you carry them to the hospital, or people have to take taxi, or a private car or nothing. There's no ambulance. There's no ambulance. I mean, I go back to fucking 1984 when my granny died, And, well, not even when she died, is when she about to die because she never really come back. She never come back out of the hospital. 84 when she gets sick and we ring a ambulance, and no time an ambulance come from public. We want, yeah, them time then, and we are talking about 84, So you see what me I talk about, and them time they have no mobile phone, right? What you have house phone, them phone you ring with an put your finger on that thing and ring them. Either you have phone on the street, like you have phone at Johnson, you can go, on the booth, go make a call. Or you have some people in the garrison, like Miss Henry, have her phone in her shop, black phone. Them phone has some black phone, where you use a finger in it and use and dial. So we just go out of Miss Henry shop and call the ambulance. And in no time, the blood clot ambulance come from public and reach our fucking Maxwell Avenue and carry me Granny Hospital. And no time. 1984 we are talking about, people. And now it's 2024. So just check the ads, check the stock, and see if me talk nonsense. And in a 2024, you can't get an ambulance nowhere. Private people are arrested, dead through all that, Look what happened at the airport the other day when the man dead because they matter about money for pay and it's a public rascal at the airport that, Some of them are going to go no further or speculate no more. People understand what I talk about. So now you have no blood clot ambulance. When somebody have a accident on the road, whether a bike accident, car accident, any accident at all, no ambulance to carry them. Some people stay there for fucking hours. And them now have so much ambulance when my parade and a show at this Heroes Award, right? There's no one said they're not supposed to have ambulance there, But this is how these people behave. So I'm to the public on a whole now. So you see, it's a double-sworded thing. And that my eye catching and I say, look at that. Look much ambulance at this place. And when somebody out there now, and matter about one Jamaica, love Jamaica, one love Jamaica, rate. So we should have the one love Jamaica there. We should have the one love right there. This is just something for putting our people for and when I cover people eye with oil, but no can't cover my eye with oil. Because that is a disgrace. Where all these ambulances come from? And when somebody there's no ambulance around. The man dead at the airport the other day, no ambulance, and him dead through that. Because the ambulance was there like any other first world country. Man might be alive today. Just like that. And now them a parade all these fucking ambulance. So you see, what me I talk about, you have to deal with that, and show the people them exactly. Yeah. So that's a one serious thing. And then we see one man, him named Brian Silvera, right? Him get him award, very man, an influential man. And when I see this man get him award, I never bow to the Governor General. He never bow. I'm going to see the next lady again, I don't remember her name. She never bow neither. Right? She never bow neither. And I say them people are strong. We are about to man for. So when we see Bounty Killer them, although for them part is a good story, but when we see them bow and Beenie Man a bow, me bond that. And that's the truth. Because there's portray them thing all the while. Portray them thing they say, well then, nah about to know man. Not about to man. Peter Touch will never do that. Bob Marley will never do that. Who is blood like Patrick Allen, a little corrupted brother, who are pinting, nobody no vote for him. If somebody did vote for him, and somebody bowed to him, you couldn't say bad and not too bad. But nobody no vote for this guy. This guy is unpicked between Jamaica and England. Right? For them unpicked. Nobody no vote for this guy. Who is he? He gets all his power. Alright, him have the power. Nah man, Bunty, you shouldn't bow to this brother. Yeah. I'm thinking, what you say, sometimes things can happen and then when you can reflect back, you can see. But you know what? You make that mistake already, and that is a big blood clot mistake. Should never bow to Patrick Allen because nobody to bow to. But you bow to Selassie. Yeah, the emperor. Mrs. More needs in that to bow to that brother there. But not this brother here. Right? Let a man in England not do that neither about no king and either too, Because man get award, one of the most influential poet. Nita Band Benjamin. Him die, him pass sometime last year, I think. Yeah, last year. Man, I know good. Them man get big award than them fucking throat in the bin. Them not bow. Right? So when we see Bunty and Beenie Man a bow, we kind of bond that, yeah. But apart from that, we kind of give them flowers. So getting them award, see it order of distinction. Yeah, man. Because them deserve it. So you don't have to bow for that. Because we never ask for it. It's by merit. I want to deserve it. I'm big enough for that. So I can call it a double for young Bounty Killer. Double award in no time. I remember when I get the award the other day, when the Prime Minister and the Tono and I touched and I wall on. I should never even met that boy the wall on either. But anyway, I saw it go. So I get a double award. We are Vegas. Vegas do you shame? You must shame more than dog. I know dog have shame, I know dog have shame. A lot of shame as well. So you're supposed to have quick in your boot now. But you see it, because you don't deserve it, and you don't do nothing to get it. So you see it, you never get it the other day when Babsy Grains are trying to pull you in on the Labour Party because you had chat up with them. And Mark Wallen, so you come and beat Mark Wallen, so. Mark Wallen powerful. Yeah. Powerful, brother. And you see, now, this time, you don't check so well, but you can't come in at them category, brother. Vegas, you can't come in this category. So look at you now. Yeah, I'm going to say, look at you now. Who is the king of kings in the dancehall space? Who people recognize worldwide? Take a good look at yourself, Vegas. You don't got talk in vain, Because we attack on this, you attack for corruption, you still not really. Because I know when Mark Wallen in power, you not get no award over there. Let me tell you that. You not get no award over there. And if you take that out, so Mark Wallen even don't really watch what you talk about and I burn him out and things like that. And I disgrace him. And say, well, all right, he's a decent man, as him supposed to be. And say, well, you now watch and give you award. You're going to be shamed like a dog. So you see, you box yourself in one corner where I tell you, say, only no sense, You box yourself in one corner where, boy, I tell you. Because if man go in the coming up power now and if you really, I know you want a time. You're not shame like a dog. We not going to apologize to him. You see it? As I said, them say, and this is a true word, cock mouth kill cock, because there's no Andrew Wallace. I'm trying to set it up other day, and Mark Wallen blow it out. I'm gonna have to blow it out, respond to that, and get it. Now this time around, you could even blow it. I don't know if you did that. You could have did the hide and a look. I read upon your watch on your television. Yeah, man, I done with you anyway, because you know no sense. So, yeah, overall, people, the best part of the thing I know, me say, is when older people them get the award, the retired people them, you know what I mean, prison warders them, the retired constable them and things like that, and the woman and the man them, some of them is very shaky, them can't even do the step back and do the step what them supposed to do as an honor to the king or the king representative, right? Something like that. Yeah. But I'm glad to see that, because it was a good look. And the next part I'm going to take again from it was very good, very good. Is when Bounty Killer do the performance. Yeah, man. The little performance. Yeah, man. Man a king. The man have talent. The man recognized in every way. So that going to make some boy belly burn them. So anyway, overall, let's jump into the video. Here goes. Boom.
There is something that is quite important to talk about the ceremonial guards who are in place to provide that military pageantry and the level of security at the park, and the ceremonial change of the sentries takes place every hour on the hour from sunrise to sunset, and this is really a spectacle that is open to the viewing public. And we are seeing in our shot there the national monument located in the shrine of National Heroes Park, and of course it's guarded by Jamaica Defence Force sentries. What can you tell us about this particular monument, Mr. Crawford?
This monument was formerly on Church Street.
Yes.
And it was in honor of our ancestors who died in the First and Second World Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on Church Street and relocated to this space in 1953 for the visit of the Queen Elizabeth II. It's significant. Now, one of the persons who died in the First World War, you perhaps drive past a memorial to him, Wortley. He died his father was a canon at the cathedral in Spanish Town, St. Andrew Parish Church. He died in the Battle of the Somme, and there's a home, the Wortley home in Constant Spring, named to his honor.
Indeed. And we're witnessing now the arrival of Mr. Mark Golding, MP, leader of the opposition, and he will be laying his floral tribute at the designated monument to the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley. He's greeted by the protocol officer there of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and he makes his way over to that particular monument. He's also greeted by the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJCD MP, and her Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Mr. Dean Roy Bernard. And it's now time for the cameras.
Yes, yes. A beautiful story that when you drive past Porus
Yes.
on the way to Mandeville, there's a little church in the corner as you drive out of Porus. The Methodist Church, that was where Right Excellent Norman Manley was, as they say in rural Jamaica, christened. He was baptized as a baby. So that's I regard it as a site of memory.
Site of memory. And it's all of this that we're witnessing here this morning is so fitting. It ties in quite nicely with the theme for Heritage Week 2024: One Love, One People, One Heritage, on display here this morning. The love of Jamaica, or the love for Jamaica, the love for the people, the love for who we are, the love for those who came before us, who fought that fight, paved the way, so we can enjoy this freedom that we are enjoying today.
Absolutely. And we thank the governments over the years for the continuity of what we are witnessing here today. There is continuity.
And there will always be continuity.
Thank God.
Now, Norman, the Right Excellent Norman Washington Manley, he has also made his own mark.
Yes. He was awarded the Military Cross for gallantry during World War I. We just spoke about World War I. And he attended Beckford and Smith High School, what is now St. Jago High School, and the Jamaica College.
And the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, departs the National Heroes Park. And in a few minutes, we will be witnessing the arrival of the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, ON, PC, and his floral tribute will be laid at the designated monument to the Right Excellent Alexander Bustamante. Alexander Bustamante, he too has made his mark
And
in history.
yes, I am perhaps partial because something that many of us do not know, that his government approved the 640 acres of land for the establishment of the University of the West Indies, 1948.
And the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, ONPC, MP. Prime Minister is greeted by the Minister, Host Minister, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJ, CD, MP, and he now makes his way to the monument to the Right Excellent Alexander Bustamante. And the cameras capture this very, very important moment. The Prime Minister has just laid his floral tribute at the designated monument to the Right Excellent Alexander Bustamante. He will now depart the National Heroes Park to make his way to the National Indoor Sports Center, and he's exchanging pleasantries there with the Minister, the Honorable Olivia Grange, OJCD MP. Let's get back to the conversation about the Right Excellent Alexander Bustamante.
And now we see the Head of State Protocol, Ambassador Sandra Grant Griffiths, escorting the Prime Minister in, and the Acting Chief of Defence Staff, Brigadier Mahatma Williams, escorting the Most Honourable Mrs. Juliet Holness into the National Indoor Sports Centre. The Prime Minister will mount the saluting base.
The Guard of Honor salutes the Prime Minister. The Guard of Honor is furnished by the 2nd Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment.
Will now be guided to his seat in the ceremonial area by Ambassador Sandra Grant Griffiths, Commander of the Order of Distinction and Justice. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, a member of the Order of the Nation, Privy Councillor and Member of Parliament, and the Most Honourable Mrs. Holness. Please be seated. Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Langside, Commanding Officer, 2nd Battalion, the Jamaica Regiment, and Major Mario Zahadeo, Aide-de-Camp to the Governor General. Please remain standing for the Royal Salute.
You're seeing on your screen Major Gale, who will approach the Governor General and invite him to inspect. Clinical courses at the UWI to introduce more practical and applied components.
Mr. Moses Anthony Beenie Davis for contribution to the development of Jamaican music dancehall.
Moses Beenie Davis shot to stardom when he won the local Tasty Talent competition at the tender age of 8 years old. He has since become a legendary dancehall Grammy Award-winning artist, his career spanning over 4 decades.
Dr. Novelet Davis Buckner for contribution to community development and philanthropy.
Dr. Davis Buckner is a cardiothoracic nurse practitioner at St. Francis Hospital in Roslyn, New York. She hails from Brandon Hill, Clarendon.
And now, a posthumous award for Dr. Daniel Henry Dawes for contributions to public service and civic development. The insignia will be received by his wife, Mrs. Arlene Dawes.
Dr. Daniel Dawes was the late Chief Executive Officer at the Universal Service Fund. He demonstrated visionary leadership, driving projects that bridged the digital divide. He was particularly effective in spearheading initiatives to enhance internet accessibility, affordability, and availability across Jamaica.
Mr. Wendell Burton Downswell for contribution to the development of national football.
Wendell Downswell has dedicated his life to the development of football in Jamaica for close to 50 years. He has been making significant contributions at the national, club, and schoolboy levels. Mr. Downswell has served as coach, technical director, administrator, and player.
Dr. Karen Nadine Dunkley for service to the Jamaican diaspora in the United States of America.
Dr. Dunkley is widely regarded as a tireless champion for literacy and empowerment among the less fortunate in rural Jamaica. As the Jamaica diaspora representative in the Northeast, she has spearheaded initiatives to advance Jamaica's health
Mr.
and
Paul
education.
Anthony Francis for service in the field of sport in the area of track and field.
As co-founder of the Maximum Velocity Performance, or MVP, track and field club, Coach Paul Francis has made an indelible impact on the world of sports, training some of Jamaica's and the world's top athletes.
Dr. Claire Cordelia Grant for service in the fields of journalism, media, and communication.
Dr. Grant is a renowned journalist, media practitioner, marketer, lecturer in media studies, and business executive, distinguished by her exceptional expertise across these fields. Until recently, Dr. Grant was the Deputy Chief Executive Officer for Broadcast and Content Strategy at the RJR Gleaner Communications Group.
Mr. Stephen Samuel Josephs for contributions to philanthropy and economic development of Jamaica.
As the projects manager of the San Myrna Foundation Limited, Mr. Josephs is driven by a deep passion for helping burn victims receive the medical treatment they need. His efforts have been instrumental in raising over $2 billion Jamaican dollars to support this cause.
Ms. Strika DeCarla Tamara Lewis for contributions to poor relief service and community development.
Ms. Trika Lewis is a compassionate advocate in the realm of poor relief services and homelessness. She is dedicated to uplifting the lives of the marginalized and the underserved.
Mr. Donald Hugh Moore for service to the field of housing construction through the National Housing Trust.
Mr. Moore was the Senior General Manager for Construction and Development at the NHT an institution that he served since 1992. Before his retirement earlier this year, he led his team to successfully implement and execute the Trust's developers and guaranteed purchase programs.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Michael Anthony Moulton for service to the field of security through the Jamaica Defence Force.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Moulton has dedicated 37 years of loyal and unwavering service to the JDF since his enlistment in 1986. He has consistently demonstrated exemplary service and leadership, performing his duties to the highest standard.
Mr. Dean Marlon Nevers for service in the field of telecommunications in Jamaica and the Caribbean. The insignia will be received by his daughter, Miss Laurie Ann Nevers.
Mr. Dean Nevers is a distinguished trailblazer and luminary in the telecommunications and information and communication technology industry. He is the founder of Conex Services Limited.
Mrs. Marcia Yvonne Nicely McCallum for contribution to Jamaica manufacturing sector.
Mrs. McCullough has been instrumental in shaping Jamaica's manufacturing sector, especially the garment industry, for more than 30 years. In the 1980s, she embarked on a mission to redefine corporate fashion in Jamaica, creating iconic designs for notable brands such as Air Jamaica, Workers Bank, and Couples Resort.
Mr. Rodney Basil Bounty Killer Price for contribution to the development of Jamaican music, dancehall.
Dancehall artist Rodney Bounty Killer Price is one of the most revered figures in dancehall. He is known for his distinctive style characterized by incisive lyrics. He channeled his early experiences growing up into his music, crafting
Miss
lyrics that
Audrey
reflect his
Sylvia
struggles.
Reed for contribution to the Jamaican film industry.
Another of Jamaica's creatives, Audrey Reed is a versatile and outstanding Jamaican actress who has received accolades for her work. Ms. Reed refuses to be typecast and has excelled in drama, comedy, on film, stage, and on television. She's most famous for her role as Marcia in the acclaimed film Dancehall Queen.
Mr. Laverne Seaton Richards, Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service, for dedicated contribution of 50 years to media production and television broadcasting at the Jamaica Information Service.
I had the distinct pleasure of working with Seaton Richards, who remains a pillar of the broadcasting profession. His journey at the JIS began in 1975 when he joined as a National Youth Service intern. When I tell you about being a consummate professional, you are looking at him on the screen right now. Well-deserved award for
Bishop
Seaton
Ruel
Richards.
Woodrow Robinson, Justice of Peace, for services to religion and community development.
Reverend Bishop Ruel Robinson has dedicated his life to guiding and uplifting others through his pastoral ministry over the past 34 years. He is overseer for the Montego Bay District of New Testament Churches and senior pastor at the Montego Bay Church since 2020.
Mrs. Elaine Jean Sanchez, for contributions to foreign affairs development and diplomacy.
Elaine Sanchez has been a cornerstone of the Embassy of Japan in Bogota, Colombia, serving as head of mission, chargé d'affaires, and consul general since 1993, amassing over 30 years of distinguished service. Throughout her tenure, she has adeptly managed the visa portfolio for Colombians and other Latin Americans traveling to Jamaica.
Award for Mrs. Stephanie Marie Scott, for services in the field of culinary arts and events management. The insignia will be received by her sister-in-law, Mrs. Sharon Lake.
As the founder and managing director of SSCO Event Management, Stephanie Scott played a pivotal role in introducing Restaurant Week, one of Jamaica's biggest culinary events. A renowned entrepreneur, she lived a multifaceted life filled with passion, innovation, and boundless energy.
Dr. Margaret Dingle Spence, her contribution to medicine in the field of oncology and the advocacy of palliative care in cancer and health systems.
Before retiring in March 2023, Dr. Margaret Dingle Spence worked to transform the Hope Institute Hospital into a renowned center for oncology and palliative care that is recognized locally, regionally, and internationally.
Deputy Commissioner Joyce Stone, Justice of the Peace, for outstanding public service through the Department of Correctional Services.
Deputy Commissioner Joyce Stone has been contributing to the public service since 1986. Throughout her long and illustrious career, she has moved up the ranks from a trainee warder to the Deputy Commissioner position.
Miss Nadine Simone Teresa Sutherland, for contribution to the development of Jamaican music.
Nadine Sutherland began her music career in 1979 after winning the Tasty Talent Contest. She was the first artist signed to Bob Marley's Tough Gong label and made her first international performance at a 1982 Bob Marley Memorial Concert.
Miss Winsome Antoinette Van Horn Christie, Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service, for contribution to public service.
Ms. Christie has been serving the public sector for over 40 years. She currently is the communication specialist in the Ministry of National Security, beginning her career as a clerical officer at the Jamaica Information Service.
Jesus, my burden bear. Jesus, my heavy load share. Jesus, bridge over troubled water. Jesus, stick closer than a brother. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. Jesus, beg you call that name. Jesus, when my family forsake me. Jesus, when me have no money. Jesus, when me feeling lonely. Jesus, all kind of problems surround me. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, somebody. Emancipation Park. Rock out on the name of the Almighty One. Hollywood. When the enemies attack on them, so we attack on the clock and the buckle. Hollywood. When your life is a trouble and you can't take this struggle. Yo! Emancipation! The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Turn we up, the righteous one. In the name of Christ. My sanctity is in Jesus. Kevin Downtown. Set back the name of God and hallelujah! Jesus, Jesus, my heavy load sharer. Jesus, my bridge over troubled water. Jesus, stick closer than a brother. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. Jesus, when your family forsake you. Jesus, when you're feeling lonely. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Rock Jesus Christ. Jesus. Help on him, help on him, help on him. Call him. When the enemies attack you, put you on the shackle and you can't fight the buckle. Call him up. When your life in a trouble and you can't take this buckle, the many pressure kill you down. Call him up. When the enemy up pressure and the food on the table, you put the up pressure you. Call him up. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Tell it to the world from about 91. Tell them again in a new hit song. Let them know we have to stay firm and strong. No, me no perfect, I'm just a man. Me no self-righteous, doing what I can. I'm the man, put something over. Jesus, my burden bearer. Jesus, my heavy load sharer. Jesus, my bridge over troubled water. Jesus, stick closer than a brother. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, somebody all the time. Jesus, somebody call that name. Jesus, I beg you call that name. Jesus, when When me family forsake me, Jesus. When me feeling lonely, Jesus. When me have no money, Jesus. I'm kind of broke, Jesus. Somebody, Jesus, Jesus. Watch it. Say, mountains on my left, mountains on my right, fear on my back. I see the Red Sea in, hands up. Lord, me I go call your name. Lord, me I go call your name.
Constable Ricardo Nicholas Fairclough. The late Constable Fairclough displayed great courage in the face of extreme danger. He went above and beyond the call of duty to challenge an armed man who shot and injured a vendor in St. Anne on Monday, April 15, 2024. During an ensuing gun battle, Constable Fairclough was shot and later died in hospital. His action in saving the life of the vendor is deemed heroic. The medal will be received by his widow, Mrs. Josette Fairclough.
And Constable Fairclough is referred to as a strong family man committed to his Christian faith. He actively shared the gospel with others and was a beloved figure in his community. Certainly an emotional experience for his widow.
And now, the Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, the Jamaica Defense Force. Captain Naval Judy Ann and Icinda Neal.
Captain Judy Ann Icinda Neal has given 26 years of service to the Jamaica Defense Force.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Everton Black.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Everton Black has served the JDF for 30 years.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Anthony Fitzgerald Getfield.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Anthony Getfield, receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service for 33 years in the Jamaica Defense Force.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Michael George Grant.
Warrant Officer Class 1 Michael Grant, a serving member of the Jamaica Defense Force for 31 years.
Private Linville Jr. Francis.
Private Francis, receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service for 4 years at the Jamaica Defense Force.
And now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Senior Superintendent of Police, Norris Livingston Rooms.
Senior Superintendent of Police, Norris Rooms, serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force for 31 years.
Senior Superintendent of Police, now Assistant Commissioner of Police, Kirk Algius Ricketts.
Assistant Commissioner Kirk Ricketts. Also has served for 31 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Superintendent of Police Tommy Lee Maudlin Chambers.
Superintendent of Police Tommy Lee Maudlin Chambers proudly receives her Medal of Honor for meritorious service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Superintendent of Police Cheryl May Vadney Johnson Burke.
Family and friends cheering on Superintendent of Police Cheryl May Johnson Burke, receiving her Medal of Honor for 29 years of service to the police force.
Superintendent of Police Ian Kirk Oliver Mort.
Superintendent of Police Ian Mort, a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force for 33 years.
Superintendent of Police David Anthony White.
And a large cheering contingent this morning for Superintendent of Police David White, who receives his Medal of Honor for meritorious service for 34 years at the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Paulette Admarine Baker.
DSP Baker receiving a Medal of Honor for meritorious service for 31 years in the police force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Andrea Marva Ann Brown Florestal.
Deputy Superintendent Andrea Brown Florestal, 35 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Charles Anthony Kane.
Deputy Superintendent Charles Kane, 37 years of service to the Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Michael Calvin Campbell.
Deputy Superintendent Michael Campbell, receiving his Medal of Honor for meritorious service, 32 years of service to be precise.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Michael Anthony Cunningham.
Deputy Superintendent Michael Cunningham, 33 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Jeanette Anne-Marie Davis.
Deputy Superintendent Jeanette Davis. 3 decades of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Jacqueline Melissa Edwards.
Deputy Superintendent Jacqueline Edwards, 33 years of service.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Yukal Mark Francis.
Such a proud moment for these award recipients and their families who have come to support. DSP Francis here receiving his Medal of Honor for 33 years to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Jacqueline Maria Green Denton.
It's so important for us as a nation to recognize the service and commitment of these men and women in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Jamaica Defense Force, the Correctional Service Department, and the Fire Brigade.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Maxine Elaine Hyman.
So important for us to recognize their service, their commitment, and to honor them publicly. DSP Maxine Hyman, 35 years of service to the JCF.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Fitz Albert Linton.
DSP Linton, 33 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Lucia Hyacinth Madden.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Lucia Madden has served the JCF for 33 years.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Robert St. Patrick McCallum, who is unable to be with us today. Deputy Superintendent of Police Colin Paul Milanese.
Deputy Superintendent Colin Milanese, receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, 32 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Bertroy Andrew Myers.
Deputy Superintendent Bertroy Myers has served the Jamaica Constabulary Force for 37 years.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Andrew Minsley Williams.
Deputy Superintendent Andrew Williams, 34 years of service to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I think we can all agree, serving an organization for 3 decades is an achievement indeed.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Fitzroy Lloyd Williams.
Deputy Superintendent Fitzroy Williams, 29 years of service to the police force.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Michael George Young.
Deputy Superintendent of Police Michael Young, receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, having served 34 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
And now, the Department of Correctional Services. Overseer Sharon Maria Gibson.
Overseer Sharon Gibson is the first of 27 members of the Department of Correctional Service who will be receiving a Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service today. Overseer Gibson having served 29 years.
Overseer Gideon Adolphus Gray.
Overseer Gideon Gray, serving member of the Department of Correctional Service for 37 years.
Overseer Elisha Elkanah Hales.
Overseer Elisha Hales, stepping up to receive his Medal of Honor for 35 years of service to the Correctional Services Department.
Overseer Gerald Anthony Letford.
Overseer Gerald Letford, 41 years of service.
Overseer Liebert Erling Patterson.
Overseer Liebert Patterson, being recognized for 34 years of service.
Overseer Donovan Small.
Overseer Donovan Small, his children shouting loudly, "Go Daddy," in the background.
Overseer Norville Williamson.
Overseer Norville Williamson, receiving his Medal of Honor for 37 years to the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Michael Anthony Brown.
Staff Officer Michael Brown, 30 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer, now Overseer Glenford Davis.
Overseer Glenford Davis. A picture of focus this morning as he steps up to receive his Medal of Honor for 34 years of meritorious service to the Department of Correctional Service. Indeed.
Staff Officer Donovan Harvey.
A picture of precision, Overseer Davis. His colleague, Staff Officer Donovan Harvey, receiving his Badge of Honor for 30 years of service. Medal of Honor, rather.
Staff Officer Wayne Anthony Henriquez.
Staff Officer Wayne Henriquez, 31 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Junior Anthony Knight.
Staff Officer Junior Knight, a 31-year veteran in the Department of Correctional Service, receiving his Medal of Honor for meritorious service.
Staff Officer Maurice George Nicholson.
Staff Officer Maurice Nicholson, 32 years of service. That's right.
Staff Officer Collie Alexander Smith.
Staff Officer Collie Smith, 31 years of service to the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Hubert Dale Sweareen.
Staff Officer Hubert Sweareen, another 31-year veteran, receiving a Medal of Honor this morning.
Staff Officer Ingrid Elizabeth Tucker Leach.
Staff Officer Ingrid Tucker Leach, 21 years of service.
Staff Officer Errol Vivian Thompson.
Staff Officer Errol Thompson, 34 years of service, receiving a Medal of Honor this morning.
Staff Officer Raymond Cleveland Walker.
Staff Officer Raymond Walker, 35 years of service in the Department of Correctional Service. We have several other awardees from that organization.
Staff Officer Oliver Ferdinand Walters.
Staff Officer Walters, 34 years of service. We will be moving through this final segment of awardees. This group will be followed by the Jamaica Fire Brigade, which will close out the presentations for the uniformed groups.
Staff Officer Linford Edward West.
Staff Officer Linford West, another 34-year veteran.
Staff Officer Dennis Williams.
Staff Officer Williams, 35 years of service.
Staff Officer Devon John Williams.
Staff Officer Devon Williams, another 35-year veteran in the Department of Correctional Service.
Staff Officer Ricardo Roy Williamson.
Staff Officer Ricardo Williamson, 31 years of service.
Corporal Milton McDowell.
Corporal Milton McDowell, receiving his Medal of Honor for meritorious service, 27 years to be precise.
Corporal Alfred George McInnes.
Corporal Alfred McInnes, a 34-year veteran in the Department of Correctional Service.
A big sound a play a big tune. Jah holy Emmanuel I boy. Jah Gideon I'm a Gideon. The Gideon I'm a Gideon. The Gideon I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go bustin' out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go bustin' out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we no want no devil philosophy. Not until level for man's skin is have no more significant well to the color of his eye. Remember all the war done in 1935.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at